Just a quick update on this weekend's runners from north and south of Sydney. Starting off with Caulfield, Savacool.
Which way is that? North or south?
South.
Well done, Charlie. Come a long way in the last couple of years. Savacool, yeah, very talented filly in a 3-year-old fillies race, possibly heading towards South Australia for a Group 1 fillies race over there. So she's drawn well. I think a good weight considering she's got a pretty good record and ready for the trip.
Okay, race 4, we've got the 1700 metre race, we've got 4 in it. We've got Hersley resuming.
Yeah, he's drawn wide, he'll need a run or two you'd expect. He's come back well.
Abdon, first run.
Yeah. Also
Barrier 9.
Barrier 9. So
Regan Bayliss.
Look, a nice horse. I had a good look at his English form and he's actually really a 2000 metre horse, so I guess the mile won't be too short for him. But as we know with these European horses, they normally take a run or two to really adapt. So he's on notice, but certainly done everything right to get to the races this early stage.
Okay, and Jaminza, who's also drawn awkwardly in 16.
Had a good look at his weights that he's been his body weight, and he's still too big. So look, horses can change, they can race bigger as they get older, but in my opinion we still haven't quite got him fit. So from the wide gate, go back, get some cover and see how he finishes off, but we could see last start he's not at his best yet.
Okay, we also have Quick Defence with 2 kilos off.
A little bit disappointing last start, maybe it was the way the track was racing and the tempo of the race. He's better than that, and he's got the 2 kilo claim. Fred Kersley aboard, yep. Good little rider, and timing his run is the key to this horse, and hopefully we can get it right Saturday.
Okay, and we also have Andaz, who's scratched from today.
Yeah, he's had his share of problems, but they seem to be behind him now. His work's been good. He looks well.
Soft barrier 3.
Barrier 3. So, I think, like his sister Aronosa, would probably get back to midfield, give him some room to finish off, and that's when we saw the best of her. So hopefully he's similar to that, and you quite often see that with families. So he's going better than his form would suggest.
Okay, now quickly nipping up to the Sunshine Coast. We have 3 in the first. Great Glen, Robbie Farrard, Barrier 9 of 10. Backing
up from last Saturday's race, the distance will suit him better. Draws irrelevant because he'll race up on the speed. He'll be hard to beat.
Irish Optimism, Lee McGorian back aboard.
Looks a really good chance on Saturday. My pick of the 3. Just on what I've seen at the last few runs and where he's at in the prep. He's no superstar, but he's been running consistent races without a lot of luck or wet tracks, etc. Hopefully the track dries out a bit. I think it's a soft 7 at the moment, but he's got a soft draw. Lee McGorian's riding fantastic.
Just rode a lovely winner here at Warwick Farm.
Rode a winner for the Capitas family. So yeah, I think he's the pick of them. And what's the third one? Houdini the Great.
Houdini the Great, up in trip, big plus.
Up in trip, good draw. And yeah, the rider said last start is going well, just need to find the right race. So I would have liked 2,000 metres. There's no 2,000 metre races available, so 2,200 is what we've got.
Okay, we also have up there Fortensky, the ultra consistent Fortensky.
Yeah, slightly disappointing last start, finishing 4th, but certainly not too bad. I think we'll ride him a bit quieter on Saturday.
Yep, Barrier 9.
Ride him conservatively, big long straight at the Sunshine Coast. To see him storm home would be hard to beat.
Into the Princess Stakes, which is a lovely listed race. Improvise, Barrier 6.
Yeah, she's going much better than her last run. I don't think she saw the 2,000 metre out at all. Those that bet in the run, she would have been $1.10 at the 500 metre mark. Indeed. But her run stopped shortly after that. So I think back to the mile, we'll see her bounce back to form, and it's a great opportunity to pick up some black type.
And Impulsive, who heads up there?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about her form. Last start she raced against the older horses at Warwick Farm. It wasn't really a run-on day. She's drawn wide. She's going to have to go back, in my opinion. I know another filly that went up there, and about 3 years ago, went back from the same draw, and
she goes pretty good too.
Circled the field and didn't look back from there. So, yet to talk to the owners, but that's how I'd like to ride her on Saturday.
Okay, best of luck. A quick preview on the Group 1 runners for this weekend, and my, what a team we have. In the Oaks, Unforgotten.
Brilliant run last two starts. 2 starts ago, over 1500, came from last to win brilliantly, good sections, and same again last start. Ran second, but her sectional times were probably close to the best of the day, and she's got us excited, that's for sure. 2400 metres is always a test for any horse, let alone a 3-year-old filly, but she's fit, well, her preparation's coming right at the right time of the year. And she's out of a Galileo mare, which I take a lot of confidence in. They're as tough as you can get from around the world, certainly in staying events. And yeah,
worked good yesterday.
She did. She's worked a treat. Obviously, you got to respect the horse that beat her last start, Eloisa, who ran 3rd, and there's a New Zealand Oaks winner there. So tough race, but gee, we've got a good field.
Righto, into the Queen Elizabeth, coming through. Enormous run last
Terrific.
Time. Kept coming.
He did. 3 wide all the way. Happy Clapper had the run of the race. Obviously carried weight, but it was coming through his chance to win a Group 1 in the Doncaster. How big does it get? So look, based on that run, he's going to be a chance. He's got a big difference in weight. He's got to carry weight for age, so that's a negative. But look, he's going well. He's a Group 2 winner this prep. 2nd at Doncaster. He's a chance. He's fine.
Winks.
Can't get her any better. She's as good as we've had her.
Happy with this morning's work?
Yep, everything's gone to plan. So barrier 10, it's not really going to worry her too much. So she just stays out of trouble. And jockey's good. He's ridden a winner at Warwick Farm. Yep. Love the way he's talking. He's just sharp. He's in the zone. And even said to me, he could have ridden last Saturday, but he's looked after himself, and full credit to him. That's the professional he is, not taking any risks, not just for Winks, for himself and for other horses he rides. So looking forward to the Queen Elizabeth on Saturday with Winks and coming through.
My word. Righto, into the Sydney Cup we have the legend of the stable. Who shot the barman?
The barman, barrier 10-ish, is it?
Yep.
Not a bad draw. I reckon it'll be a real...
Handpicked myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't gloat. Good draw for him. I think it'll be a true test of 2 miles on a good track. It won't worry the barman. No. Good test is what he needs. Got a bit of weight, but hey, he's a really good horse. So over the 2 mile trip, it's a pretty good bet for the first 3.
Absolutely he is. And Libran, barrier 20. Come through last week's trial well?
Yeah. So he's going 4 weeks between runs. He's as good as we can have him. Considering that, he's had 2 solid gallops over distance. He's had the trial and he's bouncing. So bad draw. Leave it up to the jockey.
Okay, we also have Patrick Aaron, who's down with a lightweight.
Paddy. He's the young barman. So bred from the same farmers who shot the barman. And he's won about 11 races in New Zealand, carrying big weights. He's had a 2 mile race in New Zealand and he had no luck. He finished the race off strongly. Who picked his draw? You. 17. So needs a bit of luck there. Craig Newitt rides.
Indeed.
Good tough lightweight rider. Just needs a bit of luck. Yeah.
Okay, into the Coolmore Legacy, Fox Plate, Kieran McAvoy.
Won the race last year. Not a bad draw. 9. In a field of about 17 or 16.
Hit 17.
She's going well. First up, she conceded weight to the horses that beat her. Third up, she conceded weight to the horses that beat her, and she's only getting beaten basically a neck. Mile will suit. Weight for age gets back on the same weights. She'll run a cheeky race.
She'll run enormous.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a wrap for the Group 1s. Just a quick preview for the undercard at Randwick on Saturday, starting off with Sparky Lad, barrier 6 in a small field of 9.
Joe Moreira rides.
Big plus.
It's
good track.
Handicap, not an overly strong race. First up run was disappointing. I think it was just a bit big and a bit short for him. I reckon put the handbrake on, ride him conservatively and make him attack the line. And then we'll see him finish off. And Randwick's obviously a lot different to Warwick Farm. I'm sure he'll bounce back.
Okay, into the Percy Sykes, we have Fiesta, who was enormous in the slipper.
Yeah, might have only run 7th, but if you get a chance to see a replay, equals an horse, simple as that. So she's come through it well. We gave her a confidence trial the other day, and she's come through that without any problems. She'll be hard to beat from a good draw finally.
And Madame Rouge down at the weights, barrier 13, but couldn't have been any more impressive last time.
Very impressive. Group 1 winners come out of the race, and the size produce winner. She's come on nicely. Bad draws are a concern, but she's a good tough filly.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Invincibella.
Yes, won $1 million race at the Gold Coast at her last start, then went for a short break. She's come back well. She's had the 2 trials, and she goes good fresh. Loves Randwick. 1200 metres, yeah, lightweight. 1200 is probably a touch short, but hey, got to start somewhere, and I think she'll run a strong 1200 and run a cheeky race.
Okay, have a fantastic weekend at the championships, ladies and gentlemen.